Thank you very much. I am Brooklyn Borough President Erik Adams, and we always like to say that Brooklyn is soccer country, and Brooklyn again is teaming up with Cosmos to announce some very exciting initiatives. I recall in May attending the Cosmos, some of the warm-ups that they were doing at Brooklyn Bridge Park, and we're looking forward to some exciting things with this great team. Brooklyn enjoys hosting professional sports from the NBAs to Brooklyn Nets, the upcoming debut of Long Island of Islanders. We're going to change that name to Brooklyn Islanders one day, so we're excited about that. And I hope that Brooklyn can take part to help New York Cosmo bring home a 7th NASL title here. Pier 5 Brooklyn Bridge Park was the site of the New York Cosmos practice just prior to the team historic victory in Cuba. Congratulations. Cuba is, as Cuba opens, soccer is going to be something that's going to be inviting for the Cuban players and those Cuban patriots that are here in America. This is a perfect way to introduce the New York Cosmos to New York soccer fans, as well as introduce new soccer fans to New York Cosmos. And I'm excited about what this great institution and team will bring to New York City. And so we want to welcome the One World Sports announcer, Shep, to take us to the next level. And so, let's do soccer in Brooklyn. We're excited.
Thank you, Erik. For those of you who don't know me or don't recognize me, I don't blame you. But I always love when I'm with the New York Cosmos to be able to say I speak for Pelé and Franz Beckenbauer and Giorgio Canaglia when I say the Cosmos are very, very proud to be here in Brooklyn today. Those guys were far greater players than I ever was, but I speak better than they do. That's why I'm here. And New York Cosmos are a team that's known all over the world. And it's a team that has always been the epitome of New York's team. And that's why it's so great to be in Brooklyn today. Seamus O'Brien and the owners of this Cosmo team, when I first heard that they hired the man I'm about to introduce to be the COO of the Cosmos, I knew it was for real. This man knows what it is to build a team, to build a club, to build the New York Cosmos from the bottom up and from the top down. And so it's always a great pleasure to introduce to you the COO of the New York Cosmos, Erik Stover.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Shep. And of course, special thanks to the Borough President. He's been a tremendous supporter of ours so far this year, not only of the New York Cosmos, but also soccer in general and helping the sport grow here in Brooklyn. So today we have a couple announcements. One is about some camps and clinics we're going to be running here in Brooklyn Bridge Park this summer. Some of my colleagues are here, can answer some of your questions about that after the press conference. But more importantly, we have a big, exciting announcement. Our first match in the NASL Championship this year will be played at MCU Park on Saturday, November 7th at 2 o'clock. Saturday, November 7th at 2 o'clock. As many of you know, we played here earlier this year, May 2nd. It was a tremendous day for us. We won the match. Great turnout, fans, and it's good for us to come back to Brooklyn, where we're building a very strong fan base, and I think it'll be an exciting moment for the borough. Important news, tickets go on sale tomorrow, so anybody looking for tickets for that match, please visit NewYorkCosmos.com. Also, I want to again say a special thanks to the Borough President, the people of Brooklyn, and our fans here in Brooklyn for supporting us tremendously. And we look forward to coming back here on November 7th for our match. Thank you.
When I was looking for the next greatest soccer player in the New York area, I went to Brooklyn and I went to LIU and I saw this striker who had long hair and he was scoring goals every time he touched the ball. Little would I know many years later that I'd be so proud to have Giovanni Savarese as the coach, the sporting director, the manager of these New York Cosmos. He's iconic, he's a man of character, he's a winner, he has big roots in New York in general, Brooklyn in particular. Giovanni Savarese.
I don't know what happened with the hair. So we're back in Brooklyn. So exciting because we're talking about making history. Back then saying we're going to play our first match ever of the New York Cosmos in Brooklyn, and now we're back. So we're back for even a greater game, for the championship, or you can call it playoff as well, semi-final, but it's a very important match for us. So we're excited to be back here. Brooklyn is a borough with so much passion about the sport, and I had the chance to be able to pass by LIU before coming here, so it's always great to be here because it brings so many memories, Brooklyn Italians, so many great moments in soccer when we're in Brooklyn, so we're definitely excited to be back here. So thank you so much, President, for making this happen, for MCU Park, for giving us the chance to be back in a field that we won, so that's why we're back. And hopefully we're going to get another victory. So we expect a big support from everybody here because we want the sport to keep on growing. So thank you so much, and looking forward to seeing you again.
Well, talking of MCU Park, where we did win before, and I know we're going to win again, Steve Cohen is the vice president there. Come up, please, and tell us about it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And on behalf of the Brooklyn Cyclones and MCU Park, I want to welcome back the Cosmos, where, like we said, they are undefeated. After Sandy a few years ago, when the ballpark and the field was completely destroyed, we put in a turf field, really because we had to be ready to play that summer. But when we did that, we made a commitment that we would be extending our season from not just baseball and not just during the popular summer months on Coney Island, but we wanted to add as many events as possible and bring as many events to the area in September, October, November, when things start to get slow. Well, I think we have reached that goal so far this year. In addition to the Cyclones games, the high school games, college baseball games that we host, we've done football, ultimate frisbee, 7 concerts this year. Let's see, what else? 2 soccer games for sure. One of which is going to be a championship game in November. And we are really excited to be hosting this game. I think Brooklyn is the perfect place for it. I know Brooklyn, the fans will support it enthusiastically, and I can't wait to see the Cosmos continue to be undefeated in Brooklyn in front of 7,000 people in November. Thank you.
That's a great question. I'm a believer that when you travel through this great borough, particularly the level of diversity in this borough, a number I throw out often, that 47% of Brooklynites speak a language other than English at home. And when you look at our various fields, you see young people really learning and embracing the game of soccer. And the fields are as diverse as the people who live in the houses. And so when the opportunity presents itself that our young people can play in this international market, this place we call Brooklyn, nothing really enhances that than to see a professional team. Young people will like to mimic the behavior of their professional athletes, to know that they can have a professional player and a professional team here in the borough of Brooklyn with 2.6 million people, where soccer is a sport of choice for all of the different languages and different cultures. It's just an awesome opportunity, not only for soccer in America and soccer in Brooklyn and soccer in New York, but it's an opportunity for our young people. All young people who have ever admired sports have worn the jerseys or kicked the ball or ran the bases the way some proud person who played on a professional level. So playing at MCU Park is a great thing. And I say it over and over again. If our children are kicking the ball, they're not kicking somebody's butt by committing a crime. So let them kick the ball.
Thank you.
As you see, it was announced today, there's a bidding war of how expensive real estate is in Brooklyn. Brooklyn has become an extremely desirable place. I would love to see a professional team here in Brooklyn. Wherever we can find a location, locations such as Coney Island have been mentioned, but it doesn't matter. No matter where the stadium is built, you will see that young people and adults and those who admire the game will come out and watch. And I think Brooklyn is a great place. When you look at the venue of the Barclays Center, that's one of the top sports arenas in the country. Everything from boxing to basketball and other sports activity as well as entertainment. So it would be a real winning solution to bring a stadium here in Brooklyn. I look forward to it. And I'm going to do whatever I can to ensure that we can have a professional soccer team here in Brooklyn.